plus 6 structure da 2 BSK 3 BSK oigadaba kuigi panthobi green homes co residential project amakhaleje
oh adudi 3 BSK do ina book tawrasiro
mai khoda akupa morun khangisi kaino bunga kamai tawbano
yani ayege kuigi je punna 9.3 acres mukchaw area da apunba flat masing 616 sagadabani mafamna khabam mamdiada Imphal International Airport gi minute 10 mu chalaga dumle hojing matam gi modern living style da modern amenities kayam yawba koi shamna da club house gymnasium indoor stadium tennis court swimming pool ade kids play area departmental store pharmacy koi rainwater harvesting loina na power backup ki facilities kayam sule aduga customer sing gi yengba nuai na bagi damakta flat asigi mongda sample amasu saraga dum thamjaraban
yam nuai ni moi babu ngasi mo book tawrasiba
ngai khoda nangba wa payment gi matang duna kamdauba
ahambada khoigi apunba sembam dugi 10% di down payment pibiraga lemoriba 90% aduna khoi chahida 6.99% da thagi installment basis da tv biaga
oh sadudi yamna laina lay yarjani na bunga hujiki model flat to ungti henge yagadro
yani ayengan jage lengchin biro lengchin biro pamu lengchin biro sian ba bedroom with attached washroom there yim menam Pabung sini 3 BSK gi koi flat
adudi 3 BSK ma book tawrasira
tawrasi
bunga adudi ngasi mai khoi 3 BSK gi flat ma book tawjari
yam nuwa jare pabung mayam chu thinde blaitna ngasimak puri book tawam bom le kai da le ba panthobi construction private limited link chimbir tuna ko pomoro khangbiu amadi flat book topiu
tamo kaino lo sandribo as kharangana sasena harago
kaino sibo kai se pina sibo
hima covid ki vaccine kap tho sena ngara du phazna hainai dudi
ai haksang ka stode ai ka poi nate haksang ka stode ba ingoni da ka pa kai ka den ai ka poi haisine
tamo narak tringai dana isana hana sexual hobna phatro kap thok puna phatabra ba
ho yare section bana dum ka puro ai ka poi
as khangdre da kamai ngana dona khangdre ai phare adu de ai chalu khige bunga mamai da ka puge ko papa ga leramo
COVID-19 लाइसेट असि ngakthon bagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna लाइसेट असि mari lena ba laina लाइसेट singdagi ngakthok sabangami masida natana लाइसेट asina sanghandana bagi damak matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kangon sing aikhoi ngakna satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to piduna adom su suksoi soidana vaccine asi kapthokpiu COVID ki vaccine kapthokpuna COVID laitaba iramdam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kaple se First, the headlines. Chief Minister and Bahrain flagged off COVID vaccination express. Manipur Pollution Control Board, Khadi and Village Industries Board organized a one-day meet in Oinam constituency. Chief Minister and Bahrain expressed relief at easier accessibility of medical treatment and facilities. India crosses 100 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses mark. WHO warns COVID pandemic will drag on into 2022. US President Joe Biden's pick for China envoy draws sharp lines with Beijing. And Donald Trump to launch new social media platform Truth Social. Hello, good evening and welcome. This is ELITETV and I'm your host HEMABATI bringing you the primetime English news bulletin. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play our part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister and Bahrain flagged off COVID vaccination express, which was organized by administration of Imphal East District. And Bahrain stated there should be vaccination for everyone in view of the upcoming Manipur legislative election. Many MLAs and leaders took part in the event. Chief Minister said, considering the recent outbreak of COVID-19 among children in Churachandpur, they are awaiting on an expert's report and will discuss when schools and colleges will be reopened. He praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his contribution in making India reach 100 crore vaccination of COVID-19. He added the COVID-19 positivity rate in the state have dropped down and hope it comes down to 0%. Chief Minister further said there will be another 90 vehicles deployed in all 14 districts as part of COVID vaccination express, and there will be house-to-house medical vaccination visit. He advised the public to maintain SOP during election campaign, follow the rules and regulations of the state.
Including any irrespective of political party, we SOP maintain and the city has overcome the permission, any vaccination,
Manipur Pollution Control Board, Khadi and Village Industries Board organized a one-day meet with an aim to strengthen BJP governance in Oinam under the auspices of the board's chairman, Oinam Kendra MLA Laishram Radhakishore at Khoijuman Bazar Community Hall, organized by BJP Oinam Mandal Election Management Committee yesterday. Oinam Kendra MLA Laishram Radhakishore, Manipur Pradesh Kisan Morcha Secretary Chongtham Ibohal, BJP Oinam Mandal President Tiam Mangi, Kaino Gram Panchayat Pradhan Ngangum Sovana Devi attended the meet as main guests of the event. In the meet, different spokesperson expressed a lack of development, even that of clean drinking water, before the leadership of MLA Laishram Radhakishore. However, under his leadership, there has been a huge development in every sphere, which stands as a solid proof to further send him for the upcoming elections. MLA Radhakishore also stated that under the BJP governance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the country has moved forward in the sphere of equal development under different schemes taken up by the BJP government. He further added that no other country has ever made a kg of rice available at 3 rupees or introduced schemes to help the poor and the sick like the CMHT, Ayushman Bharat, etc. So, he emphasized the need to support BJP candidate from Oinam Kendra to take part in the governance.
Oinam Kendra da koi tumure chahi tara tumure chahi tara da karim ta thamam de ba canal sem de thakana bi sing bi su pi de lambi thom sem de kari sector da tawami ma koi khang de chahi tara hai ba se asumati sang re hoje lai ba government se ki bi re ni chahi manga se chahi ahum ma koi tabak su phange chahi ani ma ki husi October yore thatara yore husi covid chathari covid complete ekoi thabang ngamri sumdong dana chahi manga da chahi ani mai koi lai ba thiraga le adu ori ka so koi thabak ti lep pa yada badina hanba yada badina ekoi thabak sanction jari.
Chief Minister N. Biren expressed relief at easier accessibility of medical treatment and facilities to everyone in the state under Chief Minister's Health for All scheme. The statement was made while conducting a door-to-door screening of healthcare, management of chronic diseases and COVID-19 vaccination under CM's Health for All scheme, and the event was held at Fubala village, Bishnupur district. The main guests present were namely Advisor to Chief Minister's Health Dr. Ranjan Sapam, DC Bishnupur Y. Ranjan, Moirang AC MLA P. Sarachandra, ex-MLA M. Prithviraj and President of BJP Bishnupur District Committee, R.K. Bimola. Chief Minister personally conducted a free health check-up going door-to-door along with medical staff and oversaw the vaccination at Fubala village. He is glad the country didn't depend on vaccine to be imported from America and Japan, and if that was the case, then there would have been many more deaths.
Kamaina nungai da thongdage layen mungam da parjasing kamaina layen hangdage ai puro banara so ai isa nu sirbu na so ai nupi na so hospital da pulingai leke na ukhong da mangon na kappu da leiba mayam do ngasi di leitre na honorable prime minister ke dum Ayushman Bharat ki carton pa lakh manga di free da layen bai han le ngasi ngana na ko launch da ga satharaiba health for all yum dhong sangada na ba yaroi nasa phana leigada bini hidak sabang amde ba yaroi hidak ikun lem na pigani test to ba yaroi dang paisa lai da ko na putho ga test to bani hai dana sarkar na no was scheme hogo ka na ngasi yum sanga ga lai ba horing sin adu gum prime minister duna hidak puthok na ba hono na scientist na sinagi badagi tem le ba sahi amagi manungda ha mapan gi manungda adu ba sathi ga ba covid 19 sibo prevent to ba protect to ba vaccine ama khata na vaccine ani puthoerga bharat ki yam khaba laksa ma kuntra manga se kanba donana prithvi ki lega chama hena hira khado ka na prithvi ki miyam kanbu da mating pi ki.
The ongoing 3-day online workshop on data analysis using SPSS was concluded yesterday, October 20, 2021. The workshop commenced on 3rd October and was inaugurated by Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor N. Lokendra, Professor K.H. Kumarchan. Statistics Department of MU is the convener of the workshop and Dr. Salam Upendra as the coordinator. Around 529 persons participated in the seminar. All Manipur Working Journalists Union announced there will be appointment of official representative for the session 2021-2023 of AMJU to be held on October 23. The statement was made by Senior Advocate T.H. Ibohal in a press conference conducted at Press Club, Mejokul. T.H. Ibohal updated that he is taking the role of an RO, Ningthaukongjam Satyajit as presiding officer, Oinam Ibochoba and Sobhapati Samom as the polling officers, and polling will be opened from 8 p.m. and will close at 2 p.m. Wangkaimayum Samjai, Kanglei Park editor and Bijoy Kakching Tabam of Poknafam will contest for the position of president of Amju. They appealed to the voters to come on time and cast your votes and hoped for a peaceful election process without any conflicts.
Matam sana yaayum kay morning sa latana kay masi dengan thada unabi sabdu biyo jamdra bada umani thada bamu doidrasu kay mad boy bangam dabai film lagasu ani hom muda tumuba ni abi di manu sa hom da person le di apya di so ndara ko thada nawa za sama tuma ko pisagani apo ya topa community yauda banana volume na doisi apo ye fraternity brakta to gada banana yam ni sena yam ne na propaganda to na bakana ba likhana se na ba to bida ba ye sacha cha na ba to propaganda to ga bu nuai ma tai chau di nuai to ko to ba ma de sai to ni di yong na ko si ya yam idea le ba COVID-19 ni problem se ne na masi shopping singa kana face mask ya isi na do sanitize pe to na social distancing maintain to ga mo thadana ba parents to bini ko kambu su to bini na khali.
Media coordinator of Youth Collective Manipur, Sintha Laishram, informed in a press release about the upcoming state-level open debating competition to be held on 31st October 2021 at Suknu Municipal Council Hall, Suknu Bazaar. The debate competition is organized by Youth Collective Manipur and the theme is Mikhal Matamda Mirep Singna Yelakpa Se Lauraga Apamba Mirepta Vote Piba Haibasi Voter Singi Achumba Khongthangni to promote free and fair election. In a press release issued by the Charge to Affairs Publicity and Propaganda of PRIPAG, Lebak Ngakpa Luwang stated the education department of the state has become a lucrative business. It is a common understanding that only education will bring a young life into the path of development and positive growth. Not only that, but it also enriched the state's social welfare, economy, governance and scientific culture. Only a state-of-the-art education system will pave way to the growth of Human Development Index, thereby leading to development of a country. But due to bad functioning of the education department in the state, there is deterioration of education system to the point of breaking the backbone of a good systematic knowledge center and will only lead to corruption. It further stated the task force of PRIPAG will be initiating action against education department. Officials of Education Department have no concerns for perseverance of a good education system, and as a result, there is a decline of better schools and higher education in the state. It added the Education Minister and Commissioner of Higher Education M. Hare Krishna have fallen prey to India's ploy, receiving huge sum of money in exchange for recruitment of graduate teachers, assistant professor, teaching and non-teaching staff of Dhanamantri University. It claimed task force received information of an ongoing collection of money from the upcoming recruitment of 920 graduate teachers and also for the selection of 88 assistant professor of DM University. They demanded the Education Minister, Commissioner, Higher Education to refund the money back to the job applicants. If they do not reimburse the amount back to the candidates during this month of October, then they should be ready to face the consequences. Now, before we move on, let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Rohan Film, cyclist and philanthropist na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makada kunai asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli. Reading e-ride na paikat chariba one household one e-scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mating pangminers.
Manipur gumba pikraba state asidadi ekoina chachok chashin tawriba jaga singsi khutna lamba pumba jaga da ngaktoba maram aduna mayam gi damakta leijare environmental friendly oiriba adongi perfect partner e-scooter. One household, one e-scooter. High-level campaign na sida mayang kudimagsu sarugam disa.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangay Pronintem Call, Moirang Patlaw or Thabal Atokpam. And do visit our website arambay2020.com or Arambay2020 app.
Welcome back, more news and updates. Manikanta Mutum, who undertook solo walk to promote No to Drugs, Our Green World, covering places in Manipur and Assam, reached Jiribam after completing 40 days travelling by foot. He was warmly received by Kada, Jimpal, Paripuri Athoba Ningsinglu, Jiri Police and Jiribam Forest Department. He visited Ningsingkul Biodiversity Park and offered prayers to Nongpuk Ningthau and Ima Pantoibi, and also he planted 3 saplings at the park. Speaking to the press, he emphasized the importance of growing trees to combat the climate change and wants to ensure a drug-free world.
Kada District Committee amadi Jiribam Police Station, Jiribam Forest Department, Paripuri Athoba Ningsinglo, Jiri Ima Mayapaibi Apun Balupna, Taram Piramba, Ayuandi, Yamna, Nungaiba, Pausia, Manipur, Mia Amadi, Kasar, Lakipuda, Leviri, Sino, Yamasu, support of Vili, Aduga, Matung Dabasu, Hena, support of you have see, Manikantaki, Makati, Consensi Maru, Pandama, Hayakati, Malin, Climate Sensitivity, Time, Makpadana, Ugi, Dakalapa. Loya Sokap Kunama, whenever the drugs Amadini Sadi, Maru Punamuta Papi, Consensus 7, Ugi, Belu Kambiba, our grill wangi, Nungi Atrakambiba, drugs have a YC, Kunai Sidi, Maru Punamutamia, Amaditian Gajan Daba, Kunaima, Equipuna, Wahimia.
India crosses 1 billion vaccination milestone, PM Narendra Modi says. It's a triumph of Indian science. India on Thursday crossed 1 billion vaccination milestone. Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia tweeted, "Badhai ho Bharat," as the country completed a vaccine century. India's COVID-19 vaccination drive commenced on January 16, 2021. Last month, the centre administered over 2.5 crore doses in a day to celebrate Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 71st birthday. Only an estimated 20% of the country's 1.4 billion people have received both shots. The COVID pandemic will go on for a year longer than it needs to because poorer countries are not getting the vaccines they need, the World Health Organization (WHO) says. Dr. Bruce Aylward, senior leader at the WHO, said it meant the COVID crisis could easily drag on deep into 2022. Less than 5% of Africa's population have been vaccinated compared to 40% on most other continents. The UK has delivered more than 10 million vaccines to countries in need. It has pledged a total of 100 million. Dr. Aylward appealed to wealthy countries to give up their places in the queue for vaccines in order that pharmaceutical companies can prioritize the lowest income countries first. President Joe Biden's pick to be ambassador to China drew sharp lines with Beijing over its aggressive actions in the Indo-Pacific, but said American strength gives the U.S. key advantages in the relationship between the world's 2 largest economies. Nicholas Burns, a longtime diplomat who previously served as U.S. ambassador to NATO and Greece, said China has been the aggressor in its relationship with Taiwan, Vietnam, Japan, and the Philippines. He also said he is skeptical about Chinese intentions on issues like 5G technology. But he emphasized his view that the U.S. has the upper hand. Burns said Beijing proclaims that the East is rising and the West is in decline. He insists he is confident of his country, USA, citing the U.S. military, foreign service, and educational system as advantages over China. The Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) on Wednesday, 20 October, filed a charge sheet against auto rickshaw driver Lakhan Verma and his helper Rahul Verma in the murder case of Dhanbad Additional District Judge ADJ Uttam Anand. According to news source, the charge sheet has been filed under sections 302, punishment for murder, 201, causing disappearance of evidence of offence, and 34, acts done by several persons in furtherance of common intention of the Indian Penal Code (IPC). Further investigation is also reportedly underway. The duo had been arrested a day after an auto rickshaw ran over the judge on 28 July. ADJ Uttam Anand was killed on 28 July in what was initially thought to have been an accident in Jharkhand's Dhanbad. The deceased, who was hit by a tempo while jogging near the Randhir Verma Chowk in the city, was later suspected to have been murdered. Former US President Donald Trump has announced plans to launch a new social media network called Truth Social. He said the platform would stand up to the tyranny of big tech, accusing them of silencing opposing voices in the US. Trump Media and Technology Group, TMTG, which he chairs, also intends to launch a subscription video-on-demand service. Mr. Trump was banned or suspended from social networks like Twitter and Facebook after crowds of his supporters stormed the US Capitol in January. He and his advisors have since hinted that they were planning to create a rival social media site. Earlier this year, he launched from the desk of Donald J. Trump, which was often referred to as a blog. For Elite TV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or call 940-289-0982 and subscribe to Elite TV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now before we wind up for the day, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister and Bahrain flagged off COVID vaccination express. Manipur Pollution Control Board, Khadi and Village Industries Board organized a one-day meet in Oinam constituency. Chief Minister and Bahrain expressed relief at easier accessibility of medical treatment and facilities. India crosses 100 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses mark. WHO warns COVID pandemic will drag on into 2022. US President Joe Biden's pick for China envoy draws sharp lines with Beijing. And Donald Trump to launch new social media platform, Truth Social. Now that's all for the English news and updates of the day. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.